Okay, hi. This is Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli. I'm Tony. Joe's not here. We're not telling him we're doing this, all right? This is kind of a shitty movie review show, so we want you to have as much fun as I have during this. I need you to get on my level. First off, have 3 beers before you start watching this. Secondly, we've turned this into the greatest drinking game ever, and by the greatest drinking game ever, I mean I don't want you standing at the end of it. Here's what you gotta do. 1, every time I swear, take a drink. 2, every time Joe says take a drink. 3, every time I roll my eyes or look completely bored, take a drink. Every time Joe goes ahead and talks over me, take a drink. Every time I talk over Joe, take 2 drinks. If you see a dog pop into the shot, take a drink. If you see a huge pussy, go ahead and take 2 drinks. All right? Every time I get up to go to the bathroom, you waterfall that bitch or chug it. And if Joe and I get into an actual argument, then you finish that beer and get another one. If you're drinking wine, you're not classy. You're just drinking a little cheaper. And if you're drinking hard liquor, I kind of sort of hope this kills you. All right. Thanks again for Leave the Review. Take the cannoli. Have a great day. Hey guys, once again, welcome to Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli, or Take the Review, Leave the Cannoli. Either way, which one is it?
Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli.
Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli. Go ahead and like us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, the whole 9 yards. Download our podcast on iTunes, and the more you do, the better we'll do. Right now, I'm your host, Tony Ranzani, sitting here once again with my buddy, my friend, my pal, Joe Compagna.
How's it going this evening?
And today we're going to review a few Emilio Estevez classics. And by the Emilio Estevez classics, I mean movies he did without Charlie Sheen.
Except That's not true. That's not true.
One of them he did with Charlie Sheen. Or as we like to call him now, Carlos Estevez. Tonight, we're reviewing
Young Guns and Young Guns 2.
Great Western classics that everybody should see. Are they The Unforgiven? No. Are they Silverado? No. Are they fucking awesome? You're goddamn right they are. And Joe, jump right into it for us.
Well, are they Unforgiven? Tombstone, Wyatt Earp, or whatever? I guess not. But Young Guns is my favorite Western of all time. The first one. I love that movie. I love Emilio Estevez in that movie. His laugh. I love the line, I'll make make you famous, but that's in the second one. That's in the second one. That's not in the first. I wish it was.
I watched the whole first movie and I'm like, what did you say? He pops over
It's the second one.
Fuck, I missed that.
It's the second one, but I absolutely love it. And great cast. Great cast.
Who's in it?
Well, you've got Emilio Estevez. You have Charlie Sheen. You have Kiefer Sutherland. You have Lou Diamond Phillips when he actually meant something. And 2 other guys nobody cares about.
The guy that played Pat Garrett that nobody cares about.
No. He's in there for what, 30 seconds. I'm talking about the other members of the gang.
Nobody cares about anybody other than he named. And I'm still trying to figure out to this day why Lou Diamond Phillips is like, hey, I'm Native American. I dig that. I'm fine with that. Hey, I don't believe in guns. I have knives. I'm okay with that. I dig that. I just want to stay 30 yards away from you at all times.
He'd still kill you.
I won't. Go throw a knife 30 yards.
Well, I wouldn't, but Lou Diamond Phillips would.
Please tell me what magical Native American power he has that he can throw this knife 30 yards accurately before I get my Smith & Wesson.
Well, he's also La Bamba.
Damn it, your logic has intrigued me. I've got nothing at this point. Joe, tell me about this movie. I need to know.
Young Guns is actually known as one of the most accurate stories retelling the history of Billy the Kid. And it goes over the Lincoln War period, which if you don't know, Lincoln War, Billy the Kid was kind of rescued or saved, or whatever you want to call it, by a man named John Tunstall, who Emilio Estevez, or Billy the Kid, then works for him. But they are, what is it? They're like a meat...
Regulators!
Well, yeah, they're regulators, but they're in the meat business or whatever.
Yeah, they're in meat packing.
Meat packing, there you go.
They're basically bringing in cows, slaughtering the fuck out of them.
But John Tunstall's like an Irish immigrant, and...
is he Irish or British?
Irish, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Irish.
I'm fairly certain it's British.
No, you're wrong. I could be wrong, but he's not British.
I bet you words.
Whatever. Anyways, but they're going up against an American company that's got all the politicians in the bag and all that stuff. So basically, the old-fashioned way to get rid of your competition is just to kill them. So John Tunstall gets killed, and then the rest of the story is the regulators, the group eventually led by Billy the Kid, to go on and avenge them.
First off, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I want to say is Billy the Kid was absolutely rescued from the gutter in this,
right,
and taken in
That's what I said.
by John Tunstall to the point where he is an absolute father figure to a lost soul.
Well, yeah, Billy the Kid's actually more taken aback by this than any one of them.
There's no one more thankful for this opportunity than Billy the Kid. It gets to the point when they're actually reading together where Billy the Kid, who can read and write,
right,
who's
he's actually
fairly
smart.
well educated,
right,
especially for the time, is almost negligent in doing it because either he doesn't want to show off, or he doesn't want to say what he can do, or he doesn't want to make the other ones feel bad, or you really don't know. It doesn't really dive into that. But either way, he's willing to do this. And then when Tunstall, close enough. I was thinking of Rudy. When he absolutely gets destroyed in this case, and by destroyed, I'm talking like 35 shots in the back by his opponents. Billy Kid, I would say, is absolutely heartbroken, and he was not a stable child by any means.
This just sets him off.
This is the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is that final little bit that puts him over the edge, because let's face it, Billy the Kid was fucking crazy, to say the least.
Right.
And Emilio Estevez does an excellent job of portraying that. And then, like Joe said, the regulators go on a rampage or revenge killing.
Right.
It's a thing that you just almost want to do today, but you can't because, you have a moral sense of decency. So that's something that you don't have the ability to do.
Right.
But yeah, this is, like Joe said, look that up, by the way, English or Irish. This is something that is absolutely an accurate telling of what happened during the Lincoln Wars.
Right. It's as accurate as you're going to get. One thing I love about this movie...
English or Irish? Tunstall.
Tunstall, not the character, but the actual person. Is he English? I'm pretty sure he's Irish.
Just go to Wikipedia and go to fucking Young Guns, and it'll come up.
Anyways, one of the things I love about the movie, and I'm using love a lot because I do really enjoy this movie, it doesn't slow down. I guess if you wanted to nitpick, you could say it's kind of a slow start before the action begins, but once the action begins, once Tunstall's killed, bang, 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 they never slow up.
Yeah, I would say it's within, I would say, the first 20-25 minutes.
You know what it reminds me of?
And then it rolls.
If you put this movie's like fireworks. You go to a fireworks show, and you got the fireworks the whole time, followed by the grand finale. The ending was the grand finale when they are at their lawyer's house. And
absolute best scene in the movie, best line in the first one, as far as I'm concerned, is when what's the guy? Okay, I'm gonna totally make this up because I don't remember the guy's name. But let's just say hypothetically, he looks at it and goes, "Hey,
English.
Is Edgar with you?"
He's what?
English.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Hey, is Edgar with you? Yeah,
have
and
to
then
live
Billy
with
the Kid pops out the window, takes one shot, comes back and goes, "Edgar's not with you anymore."
No, it's not. Obviously,
Whatever
it's
the
not
guy's
Edgar.
name is. I know. I said I didn't know. But either way,
It's actually a really funny line. He fucked it up, but
it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful movie. Frankly, the first one is great. If you want to ask me, it's a must-see for not just Western fans, but for fans that absolutely want to have fun. I'm going to say Young Guns 1, I'm going to say 3.5 stubbies. I'm not being generous with that, and you need to see it.
I say 4 stubbies. I feel like I'm right on the money on that. It is a must-see. People talk about tombstones and all that. It is an absolute must-see movie.
Whose cat is this? Young Guns 2. Young Guns 2 is fun. First off, what's great about it is it explores the possibility that Billy the Kid did not die at the hands of Pat Garrett, which is something I say we have to kind of think.
Well,
They were friends.
It's one of those things. even though he's a bad guy, don't get me wrong, Billy the Kid's a bad guy, but you want to root for him, especially nowadays. Nowadays, you've got those heroes that are bad people, but you want to root for. He was so popular, nobody wanted to admit that he was. Think of it this way: he's kind of like Elvis Presley in a way, if you think about it.
Oh God, this will be good.
Well, no, the guy's dead, but there's so many people. There's so many people that think he's still alive. What is he now? 80? Would he be 80 years old?
Elvis Presley would be so far fucking dead right now.
But people still think he's Tupac. He's Tupac of the Westerns. People still think the guy's alive. Obviously Billy could be dead by now. But back when they're trying to make this movie,
I'm just gonna hang you out to dry and let you finish this.
No.
Just tell me when you're done.
Come on, are you that stupid? You don't get what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just letting you finish.
He's so famous that people don't want to believe he's dead. So it's easy to come out and say, no, maybe he didn't die, and this is why.
All right. First and foremost,
you didn't get the Tupac thing in Elvis. How many people still think the damn guy's still 30 years old and alive?
First and foremost, Elvis Presley's dead.
Well, shit. I'm not saying he's alive. I'm saying people think that.
Drinking? First of all,
am I drinking? How many beers have I passed you?
I'm not sure. If you don't believe that Elvis Presley is dead, I kind of need you to get off my channel.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
I'm pretty sure it was 77. He died on the toilet.
Okay.
Sat on his throne. Get over it.
Okay.
Secondly, Tupac. He's probably dead, but don't ever tell anybody I said that, okay?
See?
Third,
you're one of the fucking lunatics.
What's absolutely awesome is that there was about 5 or 6 people that claimed to be Billy the Kid.
Right.
Bushy Bill is the guy that had about the best claim. And now, that's the equivalent of saying he had the best claim of bullshit. But it was the best claim. What Young Guns 2 starts with is a possibility that, and we love as Americans or as human beings to say that possibly our heroes are still alive, that our heroes are still out there. And should Billy the Kid have been a hero? No. But did he rob from the rich? Did he give to the poor? No. But it was really cool when there was an absolutely constrictive system out there. He fought against it. And that's why everyone loved him. And they bought the nickel and dime store novels. And this one says, hey, I was promised a pardon by the governor, and I got fucked. So I want that pardon before I die. What it says, basically, Bushy Bill, if he was Billy the Kid, is he went to a reporter who said, get me in touch with the governor, I'll tell you my story. But before I pass on, which I know I'm going to pass on, can I tell my story? Can I get my part? Essentially, can I cross into the afterlife with a clean slate, at least on this earth? Whether you killed the 5 to 9 that it's probably true, or the 25 to 30 that he claims. That's a great concept, and I love it. In the grander scheme of things, is there any truth to it? No, probably not. No, it's not true.
Well, I think the one thing that was true is he did get shot in the back by Pat Garrett. Yeah. But nobody seen it, so you can easily say, question it.
And that's what Young Guns 2 really deals with, is what happened a couple years after the Lincoln Wars, where they're going around the country and rounding up the regulators. And they're saying, hey, you guys were criminals. Were they criminals? Oh, yeah. Did they know they were criminals? Hell yeah. Everybody darted out of town except Billy the Kid, who he stayed in the town, and he said, this is my town. And he did what he did because he did what he did.
The thing of it is in the first one, he's a sympathetic character. He all this bad stuff happens, but by the end of the first one, the guy that they want to kill is dead. Mm-hmm. Are all of them dead? No, but the main guy's dead. Right. Well, in the second one, to me, he becomes more of a bad guy because now that he's got that done, the revenge part done, now it's, he likes the fame. He likes this stuff. And now how's he going to keep it? He pretty much sells all their souls, of that group, just to stay alive keep his fame
keep
going,
on keeping on.
Right. I was losing my words there, but
No, he's doing the only thing, frankly, that he was ever good at.
Right.
And that's murder.
When did he die? He actually was 21, 22.
Yeah, he was 21 years old is when he died.
Right. Did he live 21?
Yeah, by 31, I've accomplished a lot less than that. No, he did an amazing job for what it was.
Well, how many people have you killed?
Well, legally? No, he's done an amazing job.
Legally killed.
Don't fucking piss me off, Joe.
You're really not Italian. You can't legally kill people like Italians can.
Anyway, moving on, you wop dago fucker. What I'm basically saying here, no, Young Guns 2, do you need to check it out? No, grander scheme of things, you don't. If you watch Young Guns 1, you check 2 out to finish it out. If there was a Young Guns 3, it would possibly be the shittiest movie ever made.
Well, yeah, because
but
you can't be dead. So how can you have a Young Guns 3? I bet you think they're going to make a Young Guns 3, don't you?
But you would need to check it out just to finish out the fucking series. Grander scheme of things, Young Guns 2, I'd skip it unless you just watch Young Guns 1. Young Guns 1, great movie. Young Guns 2, I'm going to give it 1.5 stubbies, and frankly, once again, I feel like I'm being generous there.
Oh, I'd give it 2 stubbies.
Good
2 stubbies just on the town alone there. Emilio Estevez still plays a great character. Christian Slater's in the movie. Actually, I'm not a huge.
That's your fucking one-up. Is it has Christian Slater?
Well, if you let me finish.
Christian Slater made a movie once. It was called True Romance. Then you know what he did?
Oh no, he played in what's that movie with Marissa Tomei?
Good.
The beautiful, gorgeous Marissa Tomei.
No, that was Nicolas Cage in the lottery ticket movie. What the
No,
fuck?
that's a good
His
movie, too.
heart's bad.
Right.
Yeah,
He's got
it's
a monkey
a
heart or
hockey and it's
something.
heart fucking bad. You know what?
Untamed Heart.
Oh my god, I love that movie so
Heart.
much I couldn't remember the fucking title.
Right, that was a great movie. But anyways, what I was going to say is Christian Slater's in the movie. He was popular at the time, was what I was going to say.
Was it Bushwhacker? What's his character? Arkansas Dave. Arkansas Dave.
Lou Diamond Phillips comes back. Kiefer Sutherland comes back. So they still have it's a good mixture of
Kiefer Sutherland
characters.
dies, by the way. Let me ruin that for you.
Well, they all die.
By the way, Arkansas Dave, if you go to his Wikipedia, you know how many times he interacted with Billy the Kid? Fucking 0.
Really?
This movie sucks. Avoid it.
No. The movie does not suck.
We're done.
You just did the whole review.
That's it. I just finished it. The movie sucks. That's it.